This is the Conversation Havers Podcast with your hosts, Collin Hayes and Trey Cromartie.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Conversation Havers Podcast, episode 31. My name is Trey.
My name is Collin.
And we have a special guest here. He's a friend from high school, a really, really good video editor. He makes films and works for NRG Stadium. His name's Charles.
What's up, everybody?
We
had a whole episode where we talked about it, but the three of us and our friend Jake Heckenor, not the Jake that we've had on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We used to be a part of a little, would you call it like a little film sketch crew?
We made YouTube videos.
Yeah.
We were friends who made YouTube videos.
But we gave ourselves like a catchy name. So
yeah. Nimousky.
I'm the only person that calls it Nimousky, and I will die saying that.
No, I say Nimousky.
I was about to say Charles said
you say Nimousky too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I came up with the word myself. So.
Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of like a GIF and GIF situation,
Yeah.
but I prefer the term GIF, so I always say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the same thing. I like Nimousky.
But yeah, Charles was a member of Nimousky, and he was probably the most important member because, me and Trey did most of the writing and acting, but without Charles,
there was no writing,
creative planning and acting
on the spot.
It was guerrilla shooting. It's just.
But Charles is the video editing god.
Yeah, he's who really put us over the top in those videos.
Yeah.
And me and him were in this class called Volt Vision for our high school, and I don't even know. We still made some funny ass shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just really happy that I got to be a part of the Guitar King series.
Mm-hmm.
And that I finally made the cut for one of the things that we filmed, because I filmed with you for Volt Vision 5 times, and every time I got cut out of the final video,
what
except
were the
for that
other
last
times?
one. I don't even remember.
I know. I probably whenever you guys were having lunch, I just pop in randomly with the camera and be like, "Hey, what's up, shitheads?"
I did get on. You asked about pineapple on pizza once. I remember that, and I got on. And I was about to go into a big rant, but then I realized that, I had actually accidentally taken a position that I didn't even, believe in, because you were does pineapple belong on pizza? And I think I was with Thomas Peters, and he was like, yes. And I was just like, no, it does not. And I, was about to go into a big rant, but then I was like, hold up, I actually, really enjoy pineapple on pizza, and I have no clue what to say, so I just kind of stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it was kind of lame, but I'm glad I got to come in on Guitar King and roll up and make that musically timed entrance.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and for the record, if you don't think pineapple's good on pizza, wait, do you?
I like pineapple on pizza.
I like
raised on
Okay,
it.
good. Me too.
My parents always ordered it.
That literally doesn't make sense to me. I have pineapples on my hamburgers too.
Okay.
I've
weird.
heard of that. I've never tried it.
It's pretty fire.
Really?
I've been doing that my whole life.
I could see that, but I don't think...
It tastes good.
It would have to be certain types of cheese. You couldn't do cheddar with pineapple.
Yeah, I think we did Swiss.
Yeah, it would have to be Swiss. I could see maybe pepper
Or
jack.
provolone.
A white cheese, not
Yeah.
a orange cheese.
Orange
White
cheese.
Or a Munster. Dude, Munster cheese
Bro,
is
Munster
awesome.
cheese is just fucking fire on anything.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
Yeah.
What the heck's monster cheese or monster?
It's
Munster.
Muenster.
Yeah.
I don't know if
You've
I've ever
never
had
had Munster cheese.
It's
so
cheese
good.
and it's good.
Damn.
Gouda. Fuck it. I'm just gonna start naming
I was
cheeses.
going to say blue cheese. I actually kind of like
Green
green cheese,
cheese.
even though it's straight
Green
mold. That shit
cheese.
weird.
Yeah, green cheese is mold too,
Purple
right?
cheese.
Purple cheese.
That's fucking wild.
That's Houston
Wait,
cheese.
how does that work? How can you eat mold?
It's just good mold.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not the mold in your shower kind of mold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sour cream. I
Bro.
think we've even talked about this before, but sour cream is basically just... Sour cream was invented because people were like, we got some cream, and then they tasted it and they were like, oh shit, this got left out for too long. And then one guy was like, "It do be kind of good though."
Bro, I went to Sonic one time in Florida, like a little while ago, and I ate a cheeseburger. Or I didn't eat the whole thing, but the first bite I took, and I remember looking at the cheeseburger, and I was so just like, oh man, it had everything on it. I had just gotten into eating cheeseburgers with everything on it. And
How old were you?
I don't know, probably like 12 or something. I liked only meat and cheese for a long time.
Yeah.
But I opened my horizons, and the first bite I take, I just taste this fucking horrible, like, Clorox taste, and it's fucking mold on the bottom of the cheeseburger.
Oh.
And I was very, very pissed off.
What'd your parents do about it?
We fucking complained, and we got, like, a free meal for everyone the next day.
Nice.
And we didn't have to pay for that meal.
Yeah.
Wait, what
And
restaurant
no
was
more
this?
mold after that.
What restaurant was this?
Sonic
Oh.
in Florida.
Jeez. Yeah.
It sounds pretty on par for a Sonic in Florida.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I can't think of much, like, kind of jankier places to go. Just really, like, anywhere in
Waffle House?
Florida.
In Florida? Jeez.
Oh, Waffle House, and holy shit. Never mind.
It's like being in Fallout or something. Waffle House in Michigan. Like Detroit type shit.
Oh.
I feel, yeah,
Would they even have that
that'd
there?
be more Fallout
Yeah.
type of.
Would they even have that there?
I think Waffle House is nationwide.
Huh.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
Interesting.
I think I done seen a map with like the Waffle House logo.
Because you've heard of the
all
Waffle
over
House
it.
Index, right?
No.
You don't know what the... Oh
Bro,
my...
you haven't heard of Waffle House University?
No. The Waffle House Index is an actual tool that the government uses to measure, like, the danger. I'm not fucking making this up. It's an actual tool that, like, the government uses to measure the danger of a situation. Because Waffle House is, like, notorious for always being open no matter fucking what. And so there are three levels, and it's most of the Waffle Houses are open with full menu. And then it's most of the Waffle Houses are open with a reduced menu. And then it's most of the Waffle Houses are closed. If most of the Waffle Houses are closed, fucking evacuate. Everybody's dying. Like, that is a fucking red alert level threat. Like, Hurricane Harvey, there were people camping out in Waffle Houses.
I mean, shit, yeah. Get some
Like-
pancakes while your house is getting flooded.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a bright spot.
But, like,
hey, at least I got this pancake.
that's an actual scale.
Oh,
that,
waffle.
like,
What the fuck am
yeah,
I talking about?
Pancake waffle. Don't they have pancakes? Do they have pancakes?
I don't think they have pancakes.
I think it's banned. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
you can do that.
It's banned.
I think they'll look at you funny, like, if you
Be
say
like,
that
the
shit.
fuck did you just say?
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Can
out
I get
of
a
this
pancake? And they're like, the fuck?
Yeah, no. They'll chase you out with a chair. But no, like, that isn't... I don't know why I said
Yeah,
that.
no.
A chair.
That is like an actual scale that the United States government uses to measure the severity of situations
Yeah.
of, like, natural disasters and shit like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, like,
It's kind of weird.
if you ever find out your local Waffle House is closed, just fucking, like, run to a nuclear shop.
Wait, where are them bitches at?
I don't think
I
we're
don't
allowed to
know.
know.
Damn.
Make your own. People
Oh,
do that.
shit. Yeah, you're right.
Like, they get, like, a storage container and then, like,
Yeah,
put
put it
air
underground.
filters and get a well connected.
See, here's the thing. I kind of would rather be evaporated than stuck in a room underground where I couldn't leave ever. Like,
I mean, you don't know about ever. That depends on, like, the severity of the nuclear blast.
I guess the area you're in.
Yeah, like, if you are directly struck, it doesn't even... That shelter's not even gonna do shit. Like, you're gonna fucking explode. But, like, if it's like a mile away, you're probably never gonna be able to leave that shelter because of radiation levels. But if it's, like, we're in Galveston and it strikes downtown Houston, then, like,
You should be good.
we'd probably
Depends.
have to stick in there for a few years.
Really?
But, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, people...
How do you know when you're ready? You're just like, we don't know how, like, we don't, days haven't been passing. Like, how do we don't...
Yeah. I mean, it's like, 10 Cloverfield Lane. Like,
Yeah. This is not how I expected this podcast.
Where is this going?
Yeah, this is
Doomsday Preppers.
Pineapple.
I want to talk more about editing, just because like that's what Charles is.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, I'm watching a couple things right now, and like Cowboy Bebop,
Ooh,
and like
I gotta start that.
dude,
I really gotta start that.
fucking editing on that show is like.
Just the intro alone.
Oh my god, dude! Whenever the music kicks in, like it's a spiritual. Like animation is probably my favorite art form in general, just because you can do anything. Like there's no limitation, and there's not really a budget either. It's like, can you fucking draw it? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there is a budget, obviously, but it's like
you're not gonna have a fucking like cartoon with a $500 million budget or some shit, you know? Like,
yeah,
Who knows?
No Avengers
Maybe one day.
Endgame budgets
yeah. I don't even know.
for anything that's a cartoon.
But yeah, Cowboy Bebop, the Terminator, like the
new
first,
one?
no, the fuck no, not the new one. The first one, like, it's very simple, but I also like, because my brother, he was like, yeah, I hadn't seen Terminator yet. I'd seen like most of it and I knew the story and stuff, but I hadn't seen it all together. So I watched that. I watched it like 3 times with like Collin and other people and stuff. And yeah, the editing in that is super simple. And you can tell it's his first film, James Cameron, but it's like still fantastic.
Yeah, no, that was one thing like I really noticed because I mean I watched Terminator for the first time like what was it 3 weeks ago now, and like
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, really, yeah. It's fucking amazing. The editing, it's like you're saying, it's so simple. Like it doesn't try and go like super extra. They don't try and like.
It just tells you exactly what you need. Like
yeah,
I love that.
So yeah, that's really fucking dope.
That, but like, and then on the polar opposite, but like at the same time, I swear, Cowboy Bebop, I was like watching the action scenes where the spaceships are shooting at each other and shit's happening, and it's like, the way it's cut, it's like on a timer, and but it's like, it's somehow, I don't even know, whoever edited that is a motherfucking master, and like, that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
But also the music, I've been like looking up the soundtrack too. The music is incredible.
I know about the opening sequence song. What's it called?
It's like Crash or something like that. But yeah, I actually wrote it down like in my phone. I was like, I'm definitely gonna have to listen to that later. But so are you mostly work on like promos or? So
right,
like, I guess you could fully explain what you do because
tell the listeners like your job.
So right now, my like main job is doing creative content for University of Houston Athletics. So that covers like football, basketball. Well, that's mainly what I'm the 2 sports because you know there's other people as well who work for athletics and they're doing like women's sports and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But right now, I mainly do football and basketball.
So those are like the A-list sports. So they like you're in there.
Well, right now our football season was really.
But still, it's like...
Like, if, for example, if I was making content during our 2015 season, which I didn't even know about University of Houston back then, like, that would have been crazy. That would have been a completely different...
Was that, like, when they were going to go to the national championship, but they lost the, the AAC championship game to Southern Miss? Like, they went undefeated all season?
I think so.
Yeah. They were, like, number 3...
Was that when Herman was the head coach?
Yeah. I believe.
Oh, yeah.
It was when Herman...
Yeah.
It was when Herman was the head coach or right before Herman was the head coach. But it was like U of H was undefeated. They were just fucking rolling. And like everyone was like they might...
Was that the season with whenever they played against Louisville? Mm-hmm. I think that's 2015 then. Okay. Because that game was like legendary.
Yeah. Because...
They
beat Louisville, right?
Yeah, we destroyed them.
And that was when Louisville had Teddy, or was it? It might have been Lamar Jackson. That was when Louisville had Lamar Jackson, and it was his first season, and everyone was flipping the fuck out about them.
Yeah.
And then U of H just came in there and just fucking creamed them.
Yeah, but if I was still in high school during this, obviously, but if I was making video content during that season, holy moly, I'd be going wild. But yeah. But right now, just mainly football. We're about to have our last game this coming weekend, and right now we're just going into basketball season. So
yeah, and U of H is a pretty good basketball school too.
It's supposed to be. This season's just started, and we just lost one of our recent games. I forget which school it was.
You can't lose faith in the Cougs, bro.
I know.
They made a lot of noise in the tournament. Like, was that 2 seasons ago now?
I think it was last season.
Was it last season? It was like they played Michigan in the second round and they lost on a buzzer beater, and Michigan ended up going to the finals. So it was like everyone was like, U of H, like if it wasn't for that buzzer beater, U of H would like be like close to national champions.
Yeah.
But this is like my first season doing basketball, so I honestly, I'm not very knowledgeable about the sport or like the players so far, or the history.
Do you get to meet any of the players for any reason, or like?
During games, obviously I'm in their face, but technically I can, because they've seen me a lot by now, so they know who I am, but I've never had like a personal conversation with any of them. And I think that's just because I'm like really shy, because they're really intimidating. They like tower over me. Like they're like 2 feet to 3 feet taller than I am.
Yeah, your average college football player is like an 6'3" and like 230.
Yeah, if you're in college football, there's a chance you might be going to the NFL, and the NFL is just filled with freakishly large human beings.
Freaks of nature.
So
yeah, like here's the thing. I'm 6'2", 290. I don't feel small often. I went to an NFL game a few years back and like stood on. My dad's old boss used to be a part owner of the Texans, and so we got to be in the tunnel while they were running out.
Nice.
And I was like, I have never felt this small in my life. Like, I might have been taller than like 7 or 8 people on that team, and everyone else, I was like at their shoulders, and I was like, I am 6'2". This is not supposed to happen to me.
Yeah, my dad, like a little bit before I moved out, I was like over at my parents' house. I came home and they were chilling with the neighbors, and like. So the neighbor, it's like the woman and then her boyfriend, who is literally like, he's like JJ Watt on steroids. Like he's so large. It's like literally, and he's a cool dude. So obviously that's fine. But like in the back of my head, like my fight or flight thing was going off, and it's what do I do? Like he's so freaking large. Yeah. I was intimidated on like an animalistic level, just like but
I don't know, maybe it's just like the alpha male in me coming out, but like I don't ever really get intimidated, but I definitely am like in awe at the sheer size of some of these lads. You know? It's like
some of these. I've been around other big ass people and have never felt that way before. Yeah. Like him in particular, I don't know why. I was just like, you're like a gorilla. Like it's fucking, but like a tall gorilla. It's like holy fuck.
Yeah. No, so Stephen Reeves, he plays for Tarleton, and Tarleton's going to be a D1 school next year.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Stephen is actually going to be a D1 athlete. So that's kind of
I'm sorry if he's listening to this, but like with my experience with football teams, good lord.
He's a long snapper.
Oh.
So like,
okay.
He's not a linebacker anymore.
Okay. It's just, every time I imagine a football player, like I always imagine like the people I've met and like even NFL, because, you know,
Houston's like a huge D1 school. Like, it's not Power 5. It should be Power 5 because it's bigger and better.
Yeah, right now we're just having a bad season, but that's because our head coach is getting ready for the next season, honestly. Like,
because Derek King was like, fuck it.
That and also...
one of the receivers, right?
Was it... I forgot. Keith Corbin? Or something like that. I mean, there's a few. Stevenson's still playing, but I don't know. I forget.
Yeah.
Lark. I don't think I've seen him. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention like for the past couple months. So,
But no, like some of Steven's teammates, because I almost played football at Tarleton. Yeah, I wanted to, and then I was gonna walk on, and then they were like, "We're actually not gonna let anybody walk on. We're going to kick for like 5 people off the team." And I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm already going to the school." But no, so like I met some of his teammates, and it's like there was one dude I was like, this man is a literal fucking gorilla. Like his body was, like pretty muscular, but like nothing that makes me just go like, holy fucking shit. Mm-hmm. This dude's arms, like he could scratch his kneecap standing straight up, and his arms were like as thick around as like fucking barrels. I was like, good God almighty. Like the man was literally I could just imagine him in my head perfectly just doing like the gorilla fucking like fucking like you remember Luigi, right? Like Luigi, he played nose tackle. Luigi's like 5'9", but like he's also very much built like a gorilla.
Yeah.
And
well,
so
he's
like,
more gorilla-like in that way.
Yeah. But like this guy was like fucking Luigi, but my height.
he was fucking Luigi, your height.
No, but
This guy, he was fucking Luigi.
he was fucking horrifying. I was like, oh my God.
I'm sorry, Luigi.
Sorry, but, no, like there's some.
You just hear, "What?" I don't want to do it too loud, but the Luigi heard scream.
But point in case, fucking NFL players are massive, and I forgot why we were talking about this. Oh yeah,
because I'm talking about my job with
they were
U of H.
Intimidating, yeah. So
And
go
to
on.
give context, I'm like 5'4".
Yeah.
Probably a little bit short. I don't know. I haven't really checked.
I don't know. Me and Collin's conversations, like, I'm surprised it doesn't happen on the podcast a lot, but me and Collin's conversations often go to talking about large, intimidating men and how we feel about them.
Wait, no. Don't.
I just like to shake things up in the podcast every once in a while. Like, I got a little secret weapon that I'm just holding out.
Well, also, your brother's best friend played in the NFL.
In the NFL?
Donnie?
Did he?
He was on the Cowboys practice squad for a while.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, you're right. Holy fuck. Yeah, I remember him mostly for being an Aggie, and obviously a Clear Springs Charger, but, like...
Chargers.
Mostly an Aggie.
Yeah.
Because that was crazy.
Marcus Johnson. Do you guys remember Malik Johnson? He was in our grade.
Malik. It wasn't he?
Probably.
Maybe.
Tall black kid, like 6'2", but he was skinny as hell.
Malik. I really don't.
I can
remember.
get, like...
Honestly.
Yeah.
If I showed you a picture of him, you might recognize
Yeah.
him. Anyway, his older brother is a receiver for the Colts. And on senior day, on my senior year, on senior day, his brother was there, and they were right behind me because I'm Hayes, he's Johnson. It was the next one up, and so I got to like say hi and meet him. It's kind of dope.
Nice.
Anyway, Charles, back to your job. Sorry, we keep getting sidetracked.
Yeah, I brought up muscular men again, and that brought us back.
So back to UH football. I'm at all the home games, and it's kind of a weird situation with traveling. So I don't really travel, but I've traveled like 2 or 3 times to away games, and those are always really fun.
Have you ever been to a bowl game?
No. Yeah. No. Yes. I was at the Army game. If you can count. Did you watch that game, or do you know about the UH versus Army game?
Oh my! U of H got fucking murdered.
That was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. Well, the game at least. Traveling to Fort Worth was really fun, because I'm around friends. But the actual game itself and like leading up to it, in the atmosphere of just everything from the conferences to the actual game in the stadium, like Jesus Christ. I don't know if I can get into like very specifics, but there was, obviously you got Houston versus military. Houston, is, we're in the 3rd Ward versus the military.
Fucking West Point.
West Point, which is, backed by a lot of veterans in the military.
I think I know
And
where
it
you're
was-
going with this.
If you were to experience this yourself, you would know firsthand. Holy crap! I get what's going on here. We're not gonna win
Yeah.
because of various very obvious reasons. Okay, so there was a press conference or some sort of like meeting inside, like I think it was our team hotel or something. I don't know where this was held, but it was just like this. It wasn't a press conference. It was just some sort of conference, and you have like all of these like, veterans and just people who like support the team, and even the U of H, and they're, I guess the head coaches at the time were talking about like the game or the season, that kind of stuff. I don't know what was going on, but like in passing, I just heard about it, and of course they showed off the teams. And whatever was going on inside that room, like obviously the majority of the support was for the military because it's the military, and they apparently were like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm like losing track, but like
They were at each other's throats, or
they were just.
There was a lot of energy on
They
there.
were implying that we were thugs.
Really?
that doesn't shock me because I mean, think about it. It's the third ward of Houston.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's downtown, like Houston is such like its own.
Yeah, and including Montrose
culture,
and just
yeah.
like West Houston. Like completely, Houston is very different depending on where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that Houston culture can be very like just in your face,
Yeah.
Whereas the Army is just like the pinnacle of discipline. Like all of these guys are going to be
Yeah.
fucking officers and shit.
Yeah, very reserved. Well, in a way.
Yeah. So I can I could tell you were going with like there was a lot of cultural difference between the teams.
There was big time. Even whenever the game was going on and I was in the stadium, I could feel it.
Yeah.
I was just looking around like, these people think I've probably done some crimes, even though I'm.
That's interesting that it would be the vibe.
I will say
It was
that
terrible.
vibe.
It was the worst thing ever.
I will say the one time I went to a U of H game, my car got broken into.
Yeah. Wait, where did you guys park?
Okay.
I mean,
this is on
parking
me.
is always different.
So
but
my stepmom gave me like 5 tickets. The only person that ended up being able to go with me was Jake Heckendorn. And so we went, but she did give us parking passes. So there was this, and I'm going to say it, and people are going to judge me, there was an alley. But there were like 50 other cars parked in this alley.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I could just park there. Like there's nothing
was
saying
it
I
next to the
can't.
stadium?
Yeah.
Oh man, that area.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And so we watched the game, and the whole time I'm a little nervous about my truck. This was back when I had the truck before I fucking totaled it. I missed that truck, man. Anyways, so me and Jake go to the game. It was against UConn, and they crushed them. U of H crushed UConn.
We did that again this season.
And yeah,
Damn, UConn, step up your game.
that fucking University of
I went to that game
Connecticut.
actually.
Connecticut, nobody even knows where that is.
Yeah,
I
dumb
don't.
hussies.
Show
But
me a
no.
map, but I will not be able to show you Connecticut.
I know where it is now.
I can't show you
but
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's a city.
I know, but I couldn't show you it.
Okay. Anyway, so we get back. We left like halfway, or like at the end of the third quarter, because it was like 50-2 or some shit like that.
Jesus.
And we come back, and at first everything's okay.
And this
then-
was in 2016, wasn't it?
2016. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. That season was also very good. Correct.
Yeah, and so we walk back, and my car window's fucking shattered. And me and Jake are just sitting there, like, we think we're gonna fucking die for whatever reason. And so we haul ass out of there. I've got a shattered window and all that. But none of the other cars had broken windows. It was just mine.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Maybe that was a setup. Maybe all 50 people were like, hey, we finna fuck somebody's car up.
here's the thing. I laugh at the people who robbed my car, though. Because I am so fucking poor. Like, I had 50 cents in that car. They took like 45 cents in change out of my center console, and that was it. It was not worth their effort, and I didn't pay a fucking cent for that thing. Like,
For the window?
Yeah, my dad removed
Oh,
it.
damn.
Yeah, so like...
So wait, you lost 45 cents?
Yeah.
Oh, well then shit. Yeah, I can see why.
So every time, I just imagine, like, some dude's going through my car, and they're like, what the this dude's fucking broke as hell. Just like, there's nothing in here. Like,
Well, how many people leave money in their car that much?
Not too many, but people usually leave, like, something like, people have stuff in their car, you know?
Yeah.
And so I just didn't have shit. The only other thing I can think of, I had a phone charger, which they didn't even take. And I had a bunch of fucking Taco Bell sauce packets. That was like it.
Did they take them?
No.
Oh, shit.
What if they took
That would have been fucking funny.
They fucking stole my sauce packets. I had so many. I didn't even go to Taco Bell that much. I would just always, when I went, I would go in and I'd just grab like 4 of each sauce.
Yeah.
And that way, whatever restaurant I went to, I always had fucking Taco Bell sauce packets on me.
Hey, well, speaking of, we were talking about the bad vibes in the stadium, talking about the bad vibes, getting your car broken into. I was just thinking we could have a short musical interlude about vibes.
Oh, fuck.
So let's just...
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Just vibing in the Ritz car.
I'm really just in awe.
Can you put that on the YouTube, like the picture of I'm just vibing in the Ritz car?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Just vibing in the Ritz car.
Yeah, just vibing in the Ritz. Whatchamacallit, if I'll post that on my Twitter. So follow me on Twitter at GlowMarty, GLOMARTIE, and you can see the whole story.
Wow. Anyways.
Okay, what are we talking about? I
Charles,
forget.
what else have you kind of had the opportunity to do? I know you got to film an episode of America's Got Talent, right?
I was a PA.
You were a PA?
So I wasn't actually, on camera or
Okay,
doing camera stuff.
What were you doing for that?
It wasn't really like production based. I was just like doing paperwork, I guess.
Really?
Like, but I got to meet all the talent that went to the final round of auditions in Houston that time, which was 2 years ago. And that was really cool. There's some really cool people that live here, but
were they celebrities or what?
no, they're just like.
Is this Dancing with the Stars? Is that what
No,
you said? Or America's Got Talent?
America's Got Talent. So these are just normal, people. Well, I mean, they're
Talented
performance.
people.
They're performers. So you'll probably see them at improv, Houston Improv or whatever.
Damn.
Or even I guess they'll probably perform at the House of Blues or something. So that's where you would see them, and they're really good at what they do. Remember, from what I remember, and there are also some really random acts because America's Got Talent. You get the really good people. They also want the really bad people.
Yeah, because it makes for good TV.
Yeah, that's
what sells the audition rounds more than anything.
I was told that, and I'm like, it makes sense because it's
Open
fun.
just to anybody, yeah.
Well,
And even the people who are really bad know what they're doing too.
Oh, absolutely.
they know.
They also invite people on just to get clips of them performing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Apparently that's a really common thing.
Yeah, like that one episode where you're watching and you see a couple random people. Colin already knows my setups. Fucking out.
I already know he's telling us some bullshit.
I kind of lost what I was going to say. Oh, I was just going to say that Maroon 5 came on and they were like, we're going to audition. And they fucking played a song. That was what I was going to say.
I'm too seasoned.
I just looked at Colin.
I just knew he was going to say some bullshit, man.
If you ever catch me talking about an unrelated topic and I start going into detail, just know that there's a punchline coming.
It's not going to be anything serious.
Okay.
So other than that one time I PA'd, or PA is production assistant. So other than that, I also have PA'd for the Texans media days.
Yeah.
For 2 seasons, and those are
How's that? Yeah.
that. Okay, so the first time I did this was my no, not my freshman year. When did I do this? Actually, yeah, the summer the summer after my freshman year in college, I PA'd their media days, and I so what that is before the season starts, they get footage of the players doing their thing in front of like a set piece, and that's for like the season of like that's going to be the content for the season.
Yeah, like JJ Watt screaming and being like, "Everybody get loud!"
Yeah, they do that in front of a green screen. You know, they take like team pictures, individual pictures, and of course the set piece I was talking about. And what I was doing is I was a production assistant for their set piece shoot, and that's a very high production like set piece. They get like cinema cameras like an Arri Alexa, and they get like a bunch of lights set up, and like they of course make the set like so. This season was a graffiti type theme, so they got he's like a visual effects artist and like just artist in general. His name is Tom, and he works for the Texans, and they got him to do like graffiti paintings for the set piece. And so he made like I don't know how many, but just like a bunch of big posters, which are now actually around NRG inside the stadium. Cool. So if you like ever go to a Texans game, especially like the Patriots game that's coming up, you'll like I've seen them on like the second floor, but they're just around the stadium. They're just like big graffiti paintings. Like that's made by our guy Tom.
Oh, shout out Tom.
Yeah, Tom. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Did you get to meet any players or anything?
Oh yeah, I saw all the players. I don't think I was allowed to talk to them, but like low-key after
Sounds about right.
Don't talk to them.
But low-key like after everything was done, like the director was asking, if I got any like video or like pictures of the players. I'm like, no. And he's like, why not? I'm like, okay. Because he asked me like this is my second time doing it. My first time for sure I'm not allowed to like do anything with the players, but like this time like I guess it was a lot more chill since they know me.
Yeah, they don't want anybody coming in just a fangirl.
Oh no, I don't do that during work. Like
yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm just saying like they don't want.
Even with U of H, even though I'm like a lot more chill with U of H, even like inside the player box, like I'm not fangirling.
You're supposed to be professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the 2 times I PA'd for the Texans media days, those were really cool. I got to see how like an actual like California like level like shoot is like, and it's crazy. You get like really expensive equipment, and what I did for this season's content was behind the scenes. And I was controlling the smoke machines. So, if you're at the games and you like watch the the video content that plays on the big screen, and you see them like in like a dark room with flashing lights and like graffiti, and you see some smoke in there, I did that smoke.
Oh.
Yes.
This is actually the first year, I want to say since like 2004. I haven't been to a Texans game yet this year. And
really?
My family has season tickets, and I usually go to like 3 or 4 or 5 every year.
What a tragedy that.
Shut the fuck up.
I usually I'm just.
But I used to go to a lot of Texans games. I haven't been to one this year. I did go to the the Advocare Texas kickoff.
Oh yeah.
Me and Tony Brooks, we followed you around.
Yeah, I know.
5 minutes, and
I was in the freaking tailgate.
Attention.
Yeah. You guys should have just ran up to me and be like, "Hey, bitch."
Well, we were trying to catch up to you. Like, we didn't want to run up to you, but then you went through some security thing.
Yeah, no.
And we were like, okay, well, we're not going to be able to get to him. So that's when I just Snapchatted you a picture of you going through security.
Yeah, after I saw that, I'm like, damn, I could. But we just hung out at the tailgate. We got your attention
while you were on the field taking pictures and shit.
Yeah, I saw you guys. But yeah, that tailgate, I was just walking around. But you should have told me that you were at that, because we could have just
Yeah.
Done nothing.
I was about to say, smell some fumes.
I'm mad at you for not saying hello to me during that tailgate.
I'm sorry, Charles. Truly from the bottom of my heart, I hope you accept my apology.
All right, so other than being a PA for the like Texans media days, I also am a seasonal. Is that the word? Seasonal employee.
So. Yeah.
For NRG Stadium. So I work all the home games for the Texans. I also do just any other events that are at NRG, and my job is being a camera engineer.
Okay.
So
What exactly does that entail?
So what I do, I work in the control room, which is not inside the stadium, but it's in another building.
It's in the whole NRG park, though.
Yeah, it is. And I work like in this like server type room and like equipment room.
The main frame.
It's massive. It's really cold in there. There's just blinking lights all over the place. And I'm in this like really big like battle station of like knobs and levers and buttons, and like control and like controllers and monitors, just like all over the place. And it's me and this other guy, and what our positions are shaders. We are shaders, and what that is in broadcast. You have the camera guys. They're controlling these massive $300,000 cameras, and they're looking onto the field and all that kind of stuff. And there's around like, I think for at least in-house stuff, there's around 11 to 12 cameras, usually 11 at least in NRG, and these are manned cameras, not even like the random cameras that
Not
are
like
around.
the camera that's on the wire over the
Oh
field.
no, yeah, that's actually I think that's the. I don't think that counts as one of the cameras I was talking about, but yeah, there's also that camera.
Yeah.
By the way, it takes two people to control that camera. One person's on like an Xbox controller. I mean, they're both on Xbox controllers. One's moving it around the stadium, and one's aiming and shooting.
Yeah.
Damn.
And okay, so what?
So they have to be like cooperating. Or,
Yeah,
That's cool.
And well, my job is to make sure that these cameras are at the right aperture, shutter speed, and anything else like gain
And you can
color
do that
balance.
all from just that workstation?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, because the camera guys, all they need to focus on is getting the game. They don't need to focus about the
they don't need to
technical
be worrying
stuff.
about that other stuff.
Yeah.
And we're just behind the scenes doing all the like really technical stuff, and mainly it's just like controlling the aperture, making sure that everything's at the correct aperture, and that's just what I do for Texans games, and even at BBVA Stadium.
I was about to say, you work Dynamo games, too.
Yeah, I work Dynamo games,
I
and
thought the Dynamo, I didn't even know if they were like a thing anymore.
That's the Arrows.
The Arrows.
Yeah, no, I knew about them, but like it's probably because I don't keep up with any sports, most of all soccer.
yeah. I mean, we did not have.
I'm a fan of like national team soccer because there's something. It's the same reason I like the Olympics, just because like countries competing against each other is just always been a really cool concept to me. And I don't even really. I mean, I root for America, but like I'm always on. I'm a huge fan of the Dutch team, just because like I lived there for 5 years and I used to go to Ajax games, and so I'll keep up with like the Ajax and Championship League stuff, and then I'll not like actually watch them, but just like check scores.
You do know that if you were to root for the Dutch team, if they faced America, that'd be treason.
No, I'd root for America if they faced the Dutch team, but the Dutch team is like. Dutch team went to the World Cup finals in 2010.
Wow, 9 years ago.
Fuck
Shit.
off, Charles, okay? I don't have much when it comes to soccer. Let me have this.
Hey, me neither, bro.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Our Dynamo season, Jesus Christ.
Dynamo, like when they first started, were really good.
Yeah, I've seen those pictures. I've
Hey,
seen that
that's what
stadium
I
get
was
filled up.
hearing.
Didn't they win like 3 championships in 4 years or something like that?
I think so.
And then they've just fucking sucked ever since.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Everyone's saying it's the ownership and like the pay and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And after seeing what they get paid, I'm like, yeah.
I remember, so me and Jacob Hearn and Ryan Henderson we all lived right next to each other, and most of you guys listening probably don't know those names.
Yeah.
I think Jacob listens. Anyways, we used to live all right next to each other growing up. And I just remember, like, one day, Jacob was like, hey, the Dynamo just won the championship. Let's play soccer today. We're not going to play fucking soccer. Shut the fuck up. Like, we're playing football or baseball.
Let's play some football!
Yeah.
Or basketball, even though I always sucked at basketball.
I love playing basketball, and I'm the same way. I fucking suck. Like, I just know I can't score, so when I play pickup, I always just...
I'm a passer.
Yeah,
I'm an effective team passer.
I try to emulate, y'all know Draymond Green, right?
Yeah.
I fucking hate him, but I love
I
his...
use his tactics.
I love his game, though. Like, I love, like, he's just really good at everything, but he can't fucking shoot, and that's how I am. So, like, I can pass, I can rebound, and I can, like, block and play defense, but I can't fucking shoot. Mm-hmm. So, like... There are times when I'll be, like, wide open for a 3 and somebody passes it to me expecting me to shoot, and I'm like, oh, fucking God, I have to do this now. And it's just like, shoot, just completely fucking airball. It's like, don't pass it to me unless you want me to pass it to somebody else. Like, I'll come in, I'll set a screen, but everyone's trying to play hero ball when they're playing pickup, so no one's trying to do actual team tactics. So, like, I'll set a screen and open a lane straight to the basket, and I'm just like, look what I just fucking did for you. And they're just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking just cross everybody over.
Exactly. Whatever the hell that was.
Bro, I opened up a slipstream in the time space over there for you. What the fuck?
But no, like,
I'm the fucking
you're
astral
not gonna
plane
get this
for you, bitch.
terminology, bro. But like, I'm always opening up screens when I play pickup, and everybody just wants to play ISO ball, and it's like, no.
I'm motherfucking Moses of basketball. I opened up the entire fucking lane for you. You didn't do shit, you fucker.
Yeah. You sat there and you took a 3 because you want to fucking jack off Steph Curry, you piece of shit. Like,
he's masturbating at the half court.
The only sport I really felt like I enjoyed baseball the most. Even though, like, football, I could be okay sometimes.
Like, playing or watching?
Playing.
Yeah.
Just neighborhood football, but, like...
Well, I mean, you were
like,
bad at, like, actual... You started on B team in middle school.
I mean, so.
That's not, like...
I
there are people that are much worse.
Yeah, I played on the line, and I didn't know a single play. The only thing I knew was that I needed to hit the person in front of me and, like, really... push them away, and then find the person with the ball. And if my team had the ball, protect the guy with the ball. Like,
yeah,
that was my game plan.
Our fucking O-line in middle school on the A team was absolutely fucking massive. Like, we were bigger than a lot of high school O-lines. With the exception of Steven playing center. Steven was like fucking like 5'6" and couldn't block for shit, but they had him at center because he was the only person that could snap. So the reason me and Steven are friends, like literally the only reason me and Steven are friends, is because I was the right guard and he was the center, and I would always have to block his guy and my guy at the same time.
Damn.
But like everyone, like, so it was like right tackle was Aaron Preston, who was like 5'10" and just like fucking gorilla.
Yeah.
I was like 6'1", big old kid. Then you had fucking Steven. Then you had Grannon Long, who was like 6'5" in middle school, and Josh Aguera, who was like 6'2". And so we just had this fucking massive middle school O-line.
Yeah.
And when we'd face people, kids would like other little kids that we'd play against, like the D lineman would be like, "Yeah, I'm big. I'm 5'9", and then we'd just fucking shit all over them. Like, it was fucking incredible. I've never had more fun playing football than I did in middle school. Because we just outmatched. And we had Jake Chapman, who like was talking to colleges and getting in the newspaper as an 8th grader. And Will, who started a few games at Tennessee at quarterback. So, I mean, that helped too. But like...
And now he doesn't play anymore, does he?
He's taken this season off. He transferred to Lamar.
Yeah.
But he will I would assume he's going to start next season. But no, like, we just outmatched the fuck out of everybody that we ever played, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, the only real sport I would really, if I could find a community to play some badminton with, I would devote my entire life to badminton.
It is a known podcast fact that Trey could be
an Olympic level
badminton.
I'm not fucking kidding. I would like really devote myself to that.
Yeah. I mean, good for you, man.
I don't know. I desperately miss that game.
Yeah. No.
So if anyone wants to get together and play some badminton, let me know.
Football was the only sport I was ever actually like really good at playing. And then I was just injured my last 2 seasons in high school, which are the only 2 seasons that like actually really matter. Mm-hmm. So I got 1 college offer to play football, and that was it. And I was like, man, fuck all this shit. Like, because I was always like, I'm going to play D1 football. And then fucking junior year of high school, my shoulder exploded. I broke it, dislocated it, tore my labrum, lost 40% of my cartilage. I broke both sides, the ball and the socket. And there was a chunk of bone floating around in the joint. And like, I came to my doctor and I was like, hey, my shoulder hurts. And he was like, after they did an MRI, he was like, yeah, you're lucky you still have use of your shoulder. Like, you could have permanently, like, fucking destroyed it.
Verbatim.
Yeah, verbatim, that's what he said. But, yeah, and then my senior year, like, freak accident, like, a month before the season, I was playing Ultimate Frisbee. I reached out to grab a Frisbee, and my fucking left shoulder just pops out of socket. Like, just doing the extending my arm.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. My left shoulder was just like, oh, fuck! And it just popped right out of socket. Also, the reason I don't trust trainers is because after what happened to my right shoulder my junior year, which I would have started, like, 10 games that year if it wasn't for this, but, like, I went to the fucking trainer, Coach Longo, and I was like, hey, my shoulder really hurts. And he was like, took a look at it, he was like, yeah, put some ice on it, you'll be good in a week. And then, like, the next game, I went up to, we were doing warm-ups, and I hit somebody, and I just heard a fucking crunch. And I was just like, yeah, my shoulder's not okay.
Wait, so it was out of socket that entire time?
No, right after I popped it out of socket, I walked up to Travis Buckmaster, because he's a Boy Scout, and I was like, hey, you're a Boy Scout, you know how to pop shit back in socket, right? No. And he was like, yeah. And so I was like, okay.
Damn, is that some real shit they learn?
Not me.
He's an Eagle Scout.
Yeah, I never was an Eagle Scout. I was the rank under it.
Level.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking JROTC level. Anyway, so he popped it back in socket, and I just finished the practice, and then I went to my trainer.
Man. Yeah, I was about to say, I agree.
Football fucking is dangerous, man. Like,
yeah, there was one time, and I know I told it recently to you, I think, but like, I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, but there was one time where I saw a football game, and it was a Springs game, and this guy, I think it was the quarterback or something, or no, I think he was running with it, but like, he just had a dog pile and his leg was caught in it, and I was like watching him go down, and there was like no conceivable way that his leg could go down in a natural way. Like, it was gonna go in a very unnatural direction, and I was just like, I saw it all happen. I was like, everyone's gonna get up, and this kid's leg is going to be just demolished. But like, he just got up and like was fine, and I was like, wow, I really thought I saw that. Like,
that happened to me once. I was blocking some guy, and then the pile rolled up on my the pile of guys rolled up on my ankle, and I'm going down, and I'm just having visions of how bad my leg is about to get broken. And then I just go down, and I'm fine. And I was like, oh, okay. But I was like, I had heard so many stories. I was like, this is it. Like, fuck. And that was fine.
Damn. Yeah, I've never broken a bone, so that shit makes me nervous.
I've never broken a bone horrifically outside of, like, fingers.
Yeah.
I broke my I broke my left middle finger in a girl's pants once.
Oh yeah.
Have I told the story on the podcast?
No, I don't think so.
So I was at my camp. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's not as bad as it sounds.
In her pants.
So I was at my camp and we were playing this. I don't need to explain the whole game to you. Basically, there were like
He said, listen, there's a lot of details that I don't need to tell you.
What you need to know is that we were playing like a tag type game where people had like flag football flags. Mm-hmm. And so I reach for this girl's flag and my finger just slips straight into her pants.
Into like the pant loop?
Like into like the pants.
Damn.
And so I'm like, oh fuck, and she looks at me, she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, oh god, I'm so sorry, and I like pull my hand out as fast as I can, and I'm just like, oh, that hurt, and I look, and just my finger's just completely sideways, and I was like, like,
yeah.
I was 14, I was like, ow.
You know how 14-year-olds be?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this has been a very like testosterone football fueled podcast.
I was not expecting it to go. We still have a while longer, but
yeah.
You want to talk about Nimousky?
Yeah, I was about to say let's
and
get
like
into
future stuff. Maybe?
Nimousky.
Yeah.
So we've talked about it a little bit before, but basically, and we talked about it earlier this episode. Sketch comedy group that we just fucking did whatever the fuck we wanted on camera. I'm saying fuck a lot. Sorry guys, it's one of those days.
One of those days.
So we just did whatever we wanted in front of the camera and
just improv.
We had some golden stuff, man. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I still watch Trey's Anatomy Cows a little bit to this day. It's got like 400 views.
Yeah, because every time we posted something, we actually got, a good amount of views. And if we kept it up, like...
Oh, I have no doubt we actually could be making money off of that if we didn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, of course, school was in the way and that kind of stuff.
Our group, we drifted apart a little bit senior year, and it was really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was...
Shit happens.
Yeah. And it wasn't even like we weren't friends or anything like that. It was just we hung out literally every weekend, both days of the weekend.
Yeah.
And it was just the four of us, and we would chill. And we'd shoot fucking random videos. So, I don't know. Those were kind of the days, but we had the Fruit Ninja video.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm talking a lot. Sorry.
No, you're fine. But I mean, I'm happy. I'm very happy to be past all that. Like,
oh, that was.
As much as like shooting the funny videos, like we can make better shit now.
Yeah. Also, junior year, because of that whole injury, was kind of the worst year of my life. Like that was the only thing that kept me going a little bit.
Exploded shoulder.
Shoulder.
And then like all the shit with theater of just like I was super excited to be in Pro 4 because I didn't make Pro 4 my sophomore year because I slept through every class.
Yeah.
I remember being really pissed about that because I was like, they put fucking Becca von Sluten in Pro 4 and not me. And he was like, look, you're talented. You just fucking sleep every single class. And I was like, because it's first period. And it's my freshman year of high school.
Yeah, I fell asleep every first period too.
Yeah. If I had like third or fourth or seventh period or whatever, I would have been fine. But no. Anyways, I was like excited to be there. And then like... It was just me, you, and Jake, and we just fucking hated everything.
We hated everything for a little bit, but we found our own enjoyment out of the class. But it was literally just us three. Like,
it was us three versus the world. Like,
yeah, that shit was funny. We've talked about it, but the whole Tommy Wiseau saga is
my god,
that was one of the funniest shits that happened.
Yeah, like. I was listening to that mini clip the other day that like where I cut it out of the episode.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I still kind of can't believe we actually did that.
Yeah, no, that was something else. Like whenever he started screaming at us, I was like, damn, I kind of fucked up. But then I was like,
this is a great story.
I was like, it'll be okay.
I'm still pissed Jake didn't film it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking about going to see Stummy like one of these days.
Dude,
is he still at Springs?
Yeah, I think so. Know who I want to see?
I was just gonna pull up.
I want to see Miller.
Yeah, her too.
Miller
but
was
she
cool
works
as
at
fuck.
another. But like, I want it to be a surprise, but I don't want to have to Instagram DM her and be like, "Yo, what school do you work at?"
Where is Miller? Like,
I don't remember, but I mean, somewhere around here at a different school.
Sorry, Miller was our middle school theater teacher,
teacher.
and Stoney was our high school theater teacher.
Mm-hmm. They were both chill.
Yeah, Miller was like. Remember, we convinced Miller to just like check us out of school to go watch plays and shit, and so it was literally just me, you, and Miller. And she was like, "Yes, I'm taking these 2 kids on a field trip." And we just loaded into her lime green Kia Soul.
Hell yeah.
And fucking went to the high school and watched the other UIL plays go.
Yeah, that was fire.
Oh gosh, I peaked in 8th grade.
I don't think I've peaked yet.
Yeah. I don't know about me either.
I guess I peaked with Volt Vision.
Maybe.
I guess that would be my peak.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, no, is that an actual song though?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say that right now.
I don't know if they say I'm just vibing in the Ritz car, but
Yeah.
I like that meme a whole lot, so that's what it means to me.
Yeah, and one thing we've been trying to do for a while now, and I keep forgetting, is the video, Charles. That you did. You want to give a little, don't spoil it entirely, but a little explanation.
So this video that we're talking about was shot back in 2015. I wasn't even part of this shoot, but
You weren't a part of it?
the one where it's Charlie, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I was. I think I came over the day after or something like that. But you guys, I don't know what the hell you guys are doing. You guys are just fucking off, to be honest, in front of camera.
Very loosely based on the Charlie challenge.
You guys didn't even get a good shot of whatever the thing was. Honestly, you guys were just coming up with shit on the spot. And I remember there's this one blooper where Collin absolutely fucks up and Trey's like, "What the fuck?" It's like, "Collin," and he's like, "What?" I think I might want to put that in the credits.
I was about to say, I want to see that blooper. But yeah, I just know that it was...
And you see Trey's iPad get in the middle of it. Low-key, you could have broken it. That's why he was pissed off. He was like, "What the hell, man?" It was unprovoked too. You're just out of the middle of nowhere, you're just fucking shit up, and Trey's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck,
we were on our bullshit back then. I don't even remember shooting that video, but I remembered that it existed, because I remember we wanted to make a Charlie video.
Yeah, I remember in, I think it was back whenever Instagram, group chats were picture-based. You had to send a picture.
And then everyone just responded to the picture.
Yeah. And I think that you guys came up with that idea, in one of those, group chats.
Yeah.
It's we need to make something, that's profiting off this,
this little
random fad.
It's we didn't even use pencils. We used 2 pairs of glasses.
Yes! It was loosely based off of the Charlie challenge.
It's so loosely based off of the Charlie challenge.
And I said, the shot of the actual set of the Charlie thing was so messed. You couldn't even see what was going on. You don't understand the context of whatever the hell was going on. You just get a little blurry glimpse of this piece of paper with 4 sections and glasses. Just what is it even saying? It goes by very quickly.
But you turned that into a very good video.
Yeah. It took 4 or 5 years to start editing that or some shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
But watching it back, honestly, it was pretty funny. The whole thing,
I walk in and I have because of the edits. It's the slow motion part where your voice.
I walk in with a briefcase. I'm like, "Murphy, I need you to take a look at something."
Zoom in on the shots.
It's it can do anything you want, and Trey's like, "Anything," and I'm like,
And the shot where it's like it like goes up or something. There's like one shot where like I think it's like from the bottom of you and it like goes up.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like huge in the frame. Like, oh man.
We were on our bullshit in the best possible way when we were filming all those videos.
Yeah.
Like a trash work sprite.
Yeah.
A trash work sprite is what ended up like what the final product was of when we were trying to do Trey's Anatomy Trash.
Really?
Yeah, because I forgot. I think it was you. You were just like, dude, this isn't gonna work. Like, we just need to come up with something new. But we knew we wanted to do it based around trash. Yeah. So trash work sprite. I just walk up to you and I have my Sprite can and I'm like, that's a nice trash you got there. And you're like, thanks. And then for whatever reason, we just made the rest of the video of a Sprite can falling through the air in slow motion.
Yeah.
And then I give the Sprite can CPR because I have an unreasonable attachment to it.
Yeah, but you are ultimately left very saddened.
Yeah.
Because the Sprite can is no more.
Also, there is absolutely no reason for me to open a Sprite can at that moment. Like, I'm like chasing you or something like that. Like, you're trying to
Why does it fly up into the air?
Just cause it does. I don't know. There's no reason for it.
Oh, I think we rationalized that as like you in your own mind visualizing
what's happening to the Sprite can.
Just the Sprite can being abused.
Yeah.
So you not only have an obsession with trash, you have an obsession with Sprite.
My character in that video is very mentally insane. Like, I have some things. He has some things he needs to work through.
Shit, that's funny.
There's also, let's see, another unreleased one is the Fruit Ninja video that we filmed, and we got all of the shots for it, and then we just never edited it. You know,
Yeah. Was that just us with the samurai sword in my backyard?
Yeah, I think so.
The wooden samurai sword.
I still have the clips
had
for
it,
that,
yeah.
but it was like shot on an iPhone and then it was sent through like, I don't know. I have it saved on my Google Drive, but honestly, like,
Are they bad now?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to check, but like it would have. I don't know. The reason why that didn't get edited right away is because like the way that we transferred footage, like it was so weird, and I just didn't have like the work like, or like I didn't have like a way to like put it on my computer in like the best way possible. So like it would have taken forever for me to do it. So that's why I was just like, eh.
Yeah. Then we have the one where Loafer is auditioning. To
I still have that.
Creature in episode 8.
Dan, how much of that did we shoot?
There was
I don't think we finished
lot
it.
of footage.
Yeah, I don't.
But there was so much. We shot like 45 minutes of footage for it.
There's just Loafer
there's,
being
like,
interviewed.
It's just me with the camera, and you're walking Loafer, and you're like, "Yeah, we're about to call his agents to get a meeting arranged," and just stuff like that.
There's like 2 like interviews or whatever, or like 2 parts like that. I'm like, I've started the edit already. I'm like, how am I supposed to do this?
Trey's Anatomy.
Should we shoot a flash forward and it's me and I'm still trying to get Loafer like into episode 9 and I'm like I'm just like, gotta keep hope alive.
do it after episode 9 comes out, and then just poorly Photoshop him into a shot of episode 9.
a bootleg screenshot of episode 9.
And just be like, and I'm proud to say that we got him in this one. And it's just like the most important scene of episode, like the climax.
Yes, we need to spoil it.
And it's just like Loafer's just like very faintly in the back of the shot. Like that'd be absolutely incredible. Like,
yeah.
And we've talked about making new Nimousky videos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to. I mean, we'd have to like put aside a whole day for it and stuff.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
really hard now that we're like almost adults or like adults.
Just
so
busy with different shit.
yeah.
I mean, what do
Because
you
back
up to?
then, like every weekend was free, and we're just like, okay, let's fuck around.
Yeah. What are you up to this winter break?
This winter break, I'm gonna have to. Let me look.
Right
while we're doing this.
I want to do how we used to do it, where I just pick a character with like a certain obsession, and we just walk around places, and I just like, I don't even know, like, because I want to make like disguises and just dress up and like not so much to where it's like it's super distracting, but it's like I'd look like a different person, so I can like inhabit a character. You know what I mean?
Those were a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the June bug, or the second June bug.
Those, I don't know.
The first June bug's terrible.
Yeah.
The second June bug.
These are pretty much
watching
like
it back. It actually it's like a very cool homemade video. Honestly,
it's fun.
I need to watch
but there's
it
that
again.
minute-long section where Trey and Jake are just talking about how like Trey inspired Jake to be a superhero. And that part is just, it's one long shot. And you can tell that we did not have any planned dialogue for it. And so it's just, it's really bad. Like,
it's
I remember that part like making me cringe a lot. And I was just, I mean, I don't know. All of it makes me cringe to a degree, but it does. Some of it, like Trey's the cows one, I'm not really ashamed of, like, because that's what I would like to be doing like now.
I love, and I'm probably biased because it's my character, but playing the cringe was so fun.
And you killed me on camera.
Yeah, I killed Charles on camera. Like, I drag him into the darkness.
Yeah,
and
that shot is actually really cool.
Yeah, because
do we have this on your computer?
we can pull it up on YouTube.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's still on YouTube.
But no, like, it was so much fun because I was like wearing a jacket that was way too small for me, and a fedora and like these really terrible glasses, and I just had a bag of Doritos with me, and I'd throw the Doritos at people like ninja stars, and whenever it hit somebody, it would do a Call of Duty hit marker, and I would just like.
What year was this?
2014 or 15.
Damn.
But I would just talk in like this horrible voice, and I'd be like, "I'm the leader of the FaZe clan. You will never be able to defeat me."
Dude, what the fuck? You still have that memorized, you asshole.
I do. No, what do I say? I have Trey like pinned to the ground, and it's like, "They said I'd never be 7th prestige. They said I'd never be in the FaZe clan. Well, now I'm the top prestige possible, and I'm the leader of all the FaZe clans."
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
It's so much fun. It's so fun.
The new Call of Duty is pretty good, though.
I haven't played it yet.
I want to get it.
I've been
Because
having
I know-
fun. Of course, I'm fucking working all the fucking time, and I just want to chill and play video games like a piece of shit I am. But like, because like no, like my friends Nick and like Derek, like, dude, like every time we have our like gamer moments, we're just like, dude, this is like fucking awesome. Especially with Call of Duty, like we have so much fun.
I have a lot of those moments in Apex.
Yeah, no, we've been playing Apex too.
Charles, you play Rocket League, right?
A little bit.
Because I saw you post that video on Nimousky.
Yeah, I'm
Bro,
like,
I'm trying to play Rocket League with me, bro. I play Rocket
are you on
League all the
PlayStation?
time.
Wait, it's
It's cross-platform.
Yeah, let's try it sometime.
Yeah, no. What?
But like I'm saying, like
you play
I'm
ranked?
no, I am not good. I just fuck around.
Yeah, I was about to say that game seemed like
I've seen
I played
professionals
a
play
little bit,
that.
and I thought it would be simpler. But like
It's-
whenever I
It
started
would
playing,
be
I was
simple
like,
if it wasn't
"Whoa."
for the flying element.
Yeah, no.
Like once you start getting into like the higher gold tiers,
People know how to play that fucking
that's
game.
when people like just start fucking flying around. I'm like just below that level to where like I can fly around, but I can't do it like all the time on command.
Yeah,
and
they're
always
just
do
straight
what
up-
I want. Like I miss when I'm flying a lot. You know?
Yeah, I whenever I was playing quite a bit, like I tried doing that and I just couldn't get it down.
Yeah, it's like I only even try to fly if I know I can hit it.
Yeah.
And even then I only have like a 70% success rate.
Bro, I'm about to order a pasta on the podcast.
A pasta.
Yeah,
A pasta.
Why a pasta?
because pasta's really good.
Domino's pasta bread bowl?
They don't have bread bowls anymore.
Fucking lame. I saw Tony made one for himself.
Yeah, they can like, you can, if you're working there, you can ask them to make you shit like that. But like, I'm gonna wait till like my birthday, and I'm gonna be like, get some.
You're gonna get a Domino's pasta bread bowl for your birthday.
Yeah. Why not?
What a king.
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 Wait,
move.
speaking of birthdays, Collin, when was your birthday?
August 4th.
Wait a minute, who's celebrating someone's
Who
birthday?
is selling crack?
Someone had a birthday recently, and
Trey was like a month and a half after me, but
someone had a birthday. I don't even know. I don't remember. I thought it was you.
I mean, it was 3.5 months ago. That's
Yeah, no,
in
that's
the grand scheme
No,
of
this
the
was like-
never-ending flow of time.
This was like the
that's not
past
that
week.
long.
This was like the past week. Unless I'm like bullshitting.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I have no clue.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's completely forget about that. I thought it was you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I did enjoy my 21st birthday.
Yeah, I eventually did.
Oh, I'm not even 21 yet.
Yeah, young ass.
Young ass, bitch ass.
No, I recently posted on, I think I posted it on Twitter, and it was the picture I posted on Instagram of my 21st birthday.
But when did you post that? That might be what I'm talking about.
I posted it like yesterday.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm referencing.
Yeah.
Then.
I
I was
'cause
confused.
I was just doing a photo dump, like I was deleting a lot of old pictures that I didn't
Yeah.
need on my phone.
Yeah.
And I found those, and so I posted it, and it was like a picture of me with my birthday candles and all that stuff, smiling, and it said like what I posted for my 21st birthday, and then it was a picture of like me just absolutely fucking hammered, like crazy hair, and like various liquids all over the table next to me, and it was like what my 21st birthday actually looked like.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Cowards aren't retweeting that. Every time I post something on Twitter, I'm like, this is what's going to get me like, this is going to be my viral tweet. And every time it doesn't happen.
Man, fuck viral tweets.
I'm trying to have like one. I mean, like, I'm not one of, there are certain people, I'm not going to say their names, but y'all are going to know who I'm talking about. Every single tweet is just like a very bad attempt to go viral.
I don't have anyone in
I
particular.
don't know.
Oh, okay. There are a few people I know.
I know people from certain people from our high school. No matter what they tweet, they're just gonna get hundreds of likes. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know anybody from our high school like that, except like Cosmo.
Cosmo?
Yeah, apparently Cosmo had like a Twitter page that had like thousands of followers that would just like buy him shit for no reason.
When are we gonna go back to Gren Gublin and our thousands of fans?
Dude,
We're not feeding them on Facebook.
I was about, honestly, like, we should have kept growing those meme pages and shit like that, because you can make money off of that now, and like our most popular one had like 2,000 likes. Like, are you just gonna play this?
I was
Random
okay.
facts?
I was gonna try to pause it. I just wanted the go. I was gonna pause it, but I couldn't pause it. So, there
But
we go.
yeah, no, like, I know I've tried to start a meme page since, but it was like, one, I didn't like the name. It was a name that my friend had already picked out, and I had joined before we had really started. But it was called Danky Darky Memes. And I was
Oh
just
yeah,
like-
that's terrible.
yeah, I was just like, I don't like this name. And the picture was a picture of Riff Raff.
I remember that.
Ran off the plug twice. Is that the song?
Oh yeah, ran off on a plot. I can't believe I didn't put that together. Oh hell yeah.
Is that
Oh my god!
what?
Do you guys recognize that picture?
No.
That was like viral on Twitter. Like, it's just this dude like doing this shit.
Oh,
Or not Twitter, and Vine mainly. I think.
fine.
So I think he says I'm just vibing in the Ritz Carlton.
I think the Ritz Carlton is an actual thing. But
Yeah.
I
I've
just
heard of
vibing in the Ritz car. I mean, that's just so.
Oh
much
yeah,
better,
yeah,
man.
Ritz. Yeah, that is exactly what he says actually.
Ritz Carlton.
Yeah, Ritz Carl.
I don't know what that is, but I know it's real.
I think it's a casino.
It's a casino.
Oh, I'm just vibing in the Ritz Carlton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all ever been to a casino?
Yeah. I've been to
oh.
Krishana.
Back whenever my family went to Canada and we're in Toronto.
But you didn't gamble? I'm
No,
guessing?
because I was like.
Okay, have y'all ever
11,
gambled in
10?
a casino?
No.
No.
I went to bingo night the other night, so if that counts as gambling.
Yeah.
I was in there betting my money with all the old women.
Women.
That, I mean, I guess technically that is gambling. It's just a much less frowned upon.
Yeah,
way
just
of
playing
gambling.
bingo.
I don't know.
For $700 fucking dollars. Dude, I came so close. I had like 3 numbers away. That pissed me off.
Some old lady was like, bingo.
So, you shut the fuck up, you bitch.
That needs to be,
Punch her in the
that needs to be a sketch.
Throw something at her.
a sketch. Where are we going to recruit old ladies to punch in the face for our bingo sketch, Charles?
At the bingo place.
Yeah, at the bingo place. You don't
Hey,
even
Thursday
record them, you
nights-
just go.
Thursday nights, y'all should go.
And just assault
Because
them.
I'm gonna start going.
I do.
Because hopefully I win $700.
That's how they take your money, though.
Yeah, but if I win $700,
How much does it cost to enter?
$700.
$700.
But what I was gonna say is, like, gambling is. I'm kind of glad that gambling isn't like legal in Texas, because I would probably lose so much money. Because the only time I gamble is when I'm on a cruise and they have casinos on cruise ships, and I'm always just like steady rocking the roulette table. I just said fucking steady rocking, so I'm gonna kill myself. I'm always at the roulette table.
Boomer speak.
Boomer speak.
Or
Steady
that's
rock.
not-
That's
not- I was
like
about to say,
2014 speed.
I was about to say that's not even really boomer.
Sorry, we've been talking about so much shit that we did back in 2014 that my mind just went back to 2014 for a second
Said,
there.
bro, that's beast.
Beast. Yeah. Oh
Epic.
my god, that's epic.
I said epic.
I said
That's,
epic too.
Like, that was a real thing.
That was my kind of thing back in elementary school.
I still say
I don't know what
I say dope all the time, but I feel like that's.
I say cool. I say dope.
I still say dope though.
Yeah, I say dope. Eventually, every once in a while, I say pretty gnarly.
I don't say
I
that.
say rad.
You're going more 90s surfer.
I do say that sometimes.
Really?
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever said those things unironically. But no, anyways, I love the roulette table just because, like, I have control, it feels like. Like, I don't understand why people love, like, slots and shit like that. Like, there's no control in that. You're pulling a lever, and that fucking machine has all the control.
Yeah.
Roulette, you make your own choices. You make your own bets. You do all of that shit. And, like, it's not as fucking terrifying as poker, because poker, it's like, you go to a poker table and it's like 10 old men that have been playing poker since they came out of the fucking womb in the 30s.
Yeah.
And, like,
Boomers.
all of them, yeah. All of them just have, like, thousands of dollars to lose, so they don't give a shit. And they have, like, the most intense poker faces. They're just, like, they just look dead on the inside, and they just look around, they're like,
That's why I just stay cheesing. I'm like,
so poker, it's just like, it's such a mental war. So you still have control, but it's just
Bro,
so
it's like
mentally
checkers.
taxing. No, it's not. So roulette is just so much fun. I love just playing roulette, and I always bet on number 8, and I have lost hundreds of dollars betting on number 8.
damn.
But I'm not gonna stop.
So what you're telling me is, have you ever played Parcheesi?
No.
Oh.
What's
Parcheesi's pretty fucking lit.
What is Parcheesi?
I don't know, but it's I know Squidward references it, and I know it's a casino thing.
Oh.
I think it's where you fucking throw the dice down that long ass.
That's
thing.
craps.
That's craps.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Parcheesi is probably like the precursor to craps.
You just say that without any knowledge of either Parcheesi or craps.
Well, I mean, if you eat cheese, you get the craps.
No, it's the You didn't even do that right. If you eat cheese, you don't get the craps. That's the problem with cheese. You get constipated,
Man,
bro.
listen.
That's why you gotta be careful if you're like chowing down on some queso.
Really? See, I don't have no problems. So, except my stomach hurts right now.
I mean, that's not a cheese-related problem, but
It
okay.
isn't, but I mean, yeah. Like, my tummy been hurting all morning, you know?
My stomach.
Jeez.
I be vibing in the Ritz car.
I be vibing in the Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of running out of steam here, so we can wrap up.
Yeah.
So, Charles, I mean, what are you what are you up to? You want to plug anything? You want to
I don't feel like plugging anything, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Instagram or...
I guess you can follow me at Instagram at Charles Bergman.
Damn, you're one of the people that got their actual
Yeah,
name.
because the only people who are named Charles Bergman are like in their 40s and up, and so like...
I was Trey Cromartie for a while.
Yeah.
And now I'm Trail Mix 34.
Because he's 34 years old.
Yeah. At heart.
At heart.
At heart.
At heart, you're late millennial.
Yeah, I guess.
Or early millennial.
Early.
I guess. Yeah, shut up, Charles.
Well,
yeah, alright. Make sure to just smash that MF like button.
Oh, we got stickers now, too.
Oh, yeah. So, we announced this on our Twitter, but in case you're just like one of the random ass people that listens to our podcast in Europe or whatever, because we get those, like...
Hinga dinga durgan.
Yeah, like the other day I was like looking at statistics and it was like somebody's listening in Dublin, Ireland right now. I was like, okay, good for them.
the
But,
lads. The lads.
But, like, how did
yeah.
you find
I was like,
us?
how did you find us? But yeah, so like we have stickers now. We have 4 different designs.
On a Redbubble.
Redbubble, yeah, look up the Convo Havers on Redbubble. I tried to get the Conversation Havers, but it was too long, so just the Convo Havers. I mean, they're very basic. They're just kind of the logo designs, but I kind of dig.
like our logo.
Oh yeah, we have a dope logo with all like the stars and shit in the background, and the stickers come out really good. I will say the only ones I actually have in person are the matte stickers. But there's also shiny ones, and then there's ones with transparent borders.
Yeah,
Instead of... typically they come... So, like, here, I'll even show you. It's on the back of my computer. They come with the white borders.
Can you answer me one question?
Yeah?
What other podcast gives you variety in your choice of sticker? Do you want a shiny sticker? Do you want a matte one? The Conversation Havers supply you with that.
Yeah, so, like, we really do got stickers out the ass, and...
Ooh.
If you... What's that look?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. So if you want to... Thank you. If you guys want to support the podcast at all, just like help us out. Buy these stickers. I think Redbubble takes half because technically they are like producing and shipping these stickers.
Well, fuck it.
But we get a good chunk for the creative design, and Redbubble's always got all sorts of like crazy deals going on too.
Yeah. Redbubble's pretty cool. You can find a lot of boo-boo ass shit on there too, but there's some cool stuff.
Yeah, if you find the Convo Havers, you're in good hands.
Yeah.
So please buy those stickers. Subscribe, rate 5 stars, leave a review, all that good shit. Tell your friends, and
Yes.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm just vibing in the Ritz car.